Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, folks. XPR network controlling the money systems. It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. So, folks, let's see how XPR is trying to control everything, folks. Let's check this out, folks. So, look at this. This is XPR official over here. Rocker 1 BP. Build, build, build. Blocks lives matter. Location Belgium. Started producing XPR network blocks in 2024. So, what is the history? It is becoming not just running a node. I feel like I contribute to a global movement that seeks to revolutionize trust in the digital age. It is a chance to be a part of something bigger, aligning with others who share my values. Folks, what are those values? What are those values that everyone wants to fight in this volatile economy? An economy that is turbulent. You never know what to expect anymore. If you remember the 80s, if you were born in the 80s or the 70s, you might remember there were market and economic uncertainties, but now those happened after a few years, a couple of years after a bits of stability. Everyone knew what job they wanted to do. Our grandfathers, they had it all sorted out, folks, that what do they want to do. There weren't as many options. But now, folks, when everything is so volatile, you want something in the financial arena, in the world of technology, that are built and deeply rooted in principles like decentralization, transparency, and fairness. All of these three concepts, folks, they have been lacking. These concepts seem to be something from the past. So let's hope that we get back these principles again. And this is what XPR is trying to build, and build, folks. The Metallicus ecosystem. Core contributions. I'm a community builder. I love to create experience that drive fun and produce tool and code base for developer as open source projects. I try to help community members to learn, tame challenges, and evolve in their knowledge of XPR networks. So this is awesome. We want good, like-minded, learned, knowledgeable community members. That's for sure, folks. Different different locations. Look at this. Location USA. Pardon me. Started producing XPR network blocks in 2020. Location Slovenia. Started producing XPR network blocks in 2023. So many different of them, folks. You can check this out. Okay. What is this? Started producing XPR network blocks in 2025, Germany and UAE. The ADEX is a peer-to-peer system designed for exchanging cryptocurrencies on the Antelope blockchains. Our main focus is building dapps. So, constant building, folks. Constant building that is happening. Constant evolution of the chain. Look at this. This is Mr. Crypto over here, XPR MTDBN. Yesterday, I talked about how Metallicus has partnerships with three huge companies, namely Temenos, Fiserv, and Jack Henry. We've tried to talk about it time and again. We have covered Fiserv extensively in a past XPR video as well. You can check that out. These companies are indeed a big deal. They help control a lot of money systems. So ultimately, XPR, the Metallicus ecosystem, they want to control the money systems, folks, not only in a single region or a single city, a single country, but around the world. That is the aim. Temenos and Fiserv are both connected to SWIFT. You all know SWIFT. If you've sent money from one country to another, you all know what SWIFT is, but you also might know how slow and outdated the structure is. Folks, trust me, I've been there. I've received money from another state or a country, and I've also tried to send it. And do you know how much time it takes? Yeah, you guessed it right. It takes a few days, to say the least. Meanwhile, when we talk about blockchains, we're talking about seconds or even milliseconds, folks, in the future. And with the projects like XPR, that might even change further, which is used by banks all over the world to move money safely and quickly. That shows how powerful and trusted these companies are. Now think about this. Metallicus is working with all three of them. Not just one, not just Temenos or Fiserv alone, only working with one of them would have been a big deal, folks. XPR or Metallicus, they've been working with all three of them. That is a huge deal. If you haven't looked into these companies yet, you should. This partnership could change a lot in the world of money and technology. Do your homework. This is bigger than most people realize. Now let's check these graphics out. These are interesting. Look at this, the vendors and integrations. This is the official metallicus.com, the Metallicus website. Explore our strategic integrations with top financial service and tech companies. Look at this, Fiserv, Jack Henry, Temenos. So they have listed this officially, so to say the least. So, what is Fiserv? And why is it a big deal that Fiserv partnership? Why has XPR or Metallica they've partnered with Fiserv? Why is it a big deal basically? Fiserv partners with a vast network of financial institutions. It is all about networking, folks. If Metallicus is partnering with Fiserv, it means that it is opening the door to another tens of thousands of institutions globally, folks. As a core provider, Fiserv serves over 10,000 financial institutions worldwide, and this is often taken for granted by even the XPR and Metallicus proponents. They do not understand the sheer momentum that this can bring, the sheer magnitude of these institutions, 10,000s, which encompass banks, credit unions, thrifts, broker dealers, insurers, and more, disrupting trillions in the process. Through its P2P and real-time payment services, Fiserv has onboarded roughly 1,000 US banks and credit unions. Awesome. It has also enrolled about 200 banks in the FedNow real-time payments network. That is great, folks. So while the exact number varies depending on the product or service, the core banking platform connects Fiserv with, as we mentioned, 10,000 plus. So this is huge. This is only one of them. Now, going forward, let's see what's happening. Talking about how it is trying to control the money system around the world. This is how. These are the connections. Jack Henry and Associates partners with a large segment of US community and regional banks through its core banking services. The Jack Henry Banking Division for banks serves approximately 1,000 banks. This is not a small number, folks. Only one bank. If that bank is a good bank, it can be beneficial for the Metallicus ecosystem. But we're talking about thousands of banks and an interconnected ecosystem. More broadly, Jack Henry platforms, including banking, Scimitar, and ProfitStar, power an estimated 20 to 21% of all US banks, folks. Now, US, as you all know, is the economic hub of the globe, the frontrunner, and having 20 to 21% of banks associated with this. I mean, it is huge. It cannot get any bigger than this, as I told you guys. Additionally, its faster payments hub JHA Pay Center has been adopted by 118 out of 177 US banks and credit unions. Awesome. By the way, in the Metallicus ecosystem, the Metal blockchain, it is well associated and deeply integrated with the credit unions. It also supports 170 plus banks and credit unions on real-time and RTP payments networks, talking about controlling money around the world, folks. Now, the third one. Now we've got Temenos over here. Temenos serves over 3,000 banks and financial companies in about 145 countries. Now, the word global around the world, does it make sense to you folks? Does the title make sense to you? Does Metallicus make sense to you? Do these partnerships make sense to you? If it is still not making sense to you, I mean, it is really unfortunate because we all know any project can fail or succeed. I've told you guys time and again, but these are the signs, the glimpses that a project has so much going for it behind the scenes and something that wants to provide real world practical use cases. It has more than 950 clients using its core banking system. This is the main engine that handles things like accounts and money transfers. It also supports over 600 banks using its digital banking platform. Folks, cumulatively, if we combine the power of all of these three companies, being associated with them gives Metallica's ecosystem that edge, folks, that competitive edge in the market, and a deeply rooted infrastructure that they can exploit and provide use case for the betterment of the financial infrastructure. I mean, awesome, an awesome read over here. Let me just like this post because we learned so much from this. Let me like this. Let me repost it as well while we're at it, folks. This is awesome. I thank Joe Schmo for bringing them to my attention. I agree, this is a hidden gem that is actually right out in the open, according to World Be Free. Okay, so David over here says, Chat, you might go ahead and invest in XPR, slight confirmation. Metallica CEO liked my tweet. Anyways, Marshall Hayner, I think you and Musk have a little something going on. Marshall Hayner liked your post. Hopefully, in the future, they have something to talk about and show us the reasons that why financial infrastructure can be changed by using the Metallicus infrastructure. 5 great reasons to buy XPR, folks. Interesting graphic again by Crypto UK. 1. High speed and low fees. 2. Cross-chain payments. 3. Deflationary tokenomics. Everyone talks about the supply and demand. Obviously, if the demand surges and supply decreases, that is fireworks, as you all know. If you know about anything about finance and economics, you might get it. Growing ecosystem, strong partnerships. We talked about the partnerships a few moments ago. Deep ones, Temenos, Fiserv, and they've got so much others that are going for it as well. This is Saruman Reborn. You can leverage your XRP holdings by getting a loan with your crypto in the loan protocol. The crazy part, you only pay 0.45% a year of what you get. For 10,000 loan in XRP, you only pay $41 a year. So much happening with the DeFi arena of the Metallicus ecosystem. Projects like XRP benefiting, the XRP holders benefiting as well. Look at this sort of a comparison. XPR, TDB, and this account, folks, always on fire when it comes to anything Metallicus. Everything you're hoping for with XRP and Ethereum, you already have with Metal and XPR. Here's a breakdown. So how is Metal doing against Ethereum and XRP ledger? Let's check this out. Smart contracts, no native, yes. WASM, subnets, yes. Solidity, EVM, Ethereum. Lending protocols, none. Built-in and compliant. Yes, Aave compound. DEX, basic low-use XRP. Metal has compliant and integrated decentralized exchange, and Ethereum has Uniswap, but DeFi in the future, decentralized exchanges, folks. Regulations are coming up, and these ecosystems need to be well integrated, and has that going for it. KYC, AML, BSA not built in, core to the system, mostly ignored. So you can check this out. Fiat on off ramps, limited, integrated with MetalPay via third parties. Speed and fees, fast, cheap. Then we've got Ethereum, slower, gas fees. Metal, instant, no gas fees. Banking partnerships, few pilots, some via third parties, Ethereum and Metal, designed for banks. Built, by the way, XRP. I'd like to add that yeah, XRP has got some partnerships going on it for as well. For it as well, we should not be biased while we're at it. Anyways, built with regulation. I think XRP, SEC case. If SEC gives it the green signal, then obviously this will be a yes as well. Yes and no over here. Narrative versus reality, big promises, as you all know. Let's hope that they deliver for the XRP community holders. Open and risky, real tech, real rules. So, folks, this is how we're saying that XPR and the Metallicus ecosystem, they want to control the money systems. Do you agree or not? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by checking out Decent and its wallets, as well as Patreon by following the links in the description box below. Until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.